friends and colleagues. Monday, April 12th, our Muslim colleagues begin celebrating Ramadan, the ninth month of the Muslim calendar. As of dawn on the 13th, they will fast from sunup to sundown for a month-long period of worship and contemplation. Joining me here today to help us all understand a little bit more about the custom and our colleagues is Dr. Asma Amjad, family doctor in Ottawa and vice president of the Muslim Medical Association of Canada. Thank you so much for making the time to join us.
Thanks for having me, Samantha.
So tell us, Dr. Amjad, why fast for a whole month?
Yeah, sounds kind of daunting, doesn't it? Well, in Islam, we follow the Holy Book, which is the Quran, and we are told that fasting is prescribed, just like it's prescribed to those before us. So, fasting is not a new concept; it's common to many, many faiths, as I'm sure you know. And as Muslims, we follow the five pillars of Islam, which include prayer, once in a lifetime, pilgrimage to Mecca, and fasting is one of them. So, this month of Ramadan, we fast at least 29 or 30 days, and it allows for some spiritual upliftment, to come closer to our faith. And it also allows for maybe some empathy towards those who are hungry, the needy, the poor. And in this month, we give a lot of charity to help care for such people and, to consider those who are less fortunate. And so many Muslims in Ramadan also donate to charity and distribute meals to the homeless and needy. And it also allows for the entire Muslim community across the entire world to come together as one.
It sounds like it's a lot about the community and how you come together during these times of COVID. I know about the iftar, the meal that you use to break the fast and when you go out visiting family and friends, but you won't be able to do that during COVID. Ironically, the connection that we've had to community and religion has been harder during this year, but it's likely supported many of us through what's been a very challenging year. Can you tell me a little bit about how your family has adapted?
Yes, certainly. I think my family is no different than all the other families. I think we're all using technology just as we're doing now. I know, in fact, there are many families and in fact businesses and medical practices who are using technology. And in fact, they're saying that even after COVID is over, they're still going to continue. So I think with the community, depending on where you are, whether it's a gray zone or red zone or orange zone, I think there are trips available to the mosque. Obviously, we're not recommending people get together and have gatherings and break fast together this year, but you can still go pray at the mosque. They are allowing 30% capacity or 10% capacity depending on where you live. And again, I mean, we had Zoom meetings with our family where everybody kind of brought their own meal to their computer, and we had dinner together virtually. So people are doing this type of thing. So essentially, I think this is kind of the way it's going to be. And if your community does allow prayers in your mosque or church or synagogue, then definitely you can abide by that too.
Absolutely. Well, it sounds like it's going to be another meaningful Ramadan this year, your second during a pandemic. Is there anything else that you would like your fellow physicians to know before we leave for the day?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is probably just awareness and acknowledgement. So thank you so much for having me here today, representing all of our Muslim colleagues. For our Muslim colleagues who are fasting, you can say Happy Ramadan to them, and when it's over, you can say Happy Eid. And really big shout out to all those colleagues who are swapping shifts and on-call dates with us, and that's very, very helpful. And the other thing too is I get a lot of questions about, is it okay if I have my lunch? And of course, don't feel shy. Eat in front of fasting Muslims. It's not offensive. I'm pretty sure I can speak for the rest of my community that it doesn't really bother anybody. You can go ahead and do that. And just for our patients, I think it's really important that, that we as physicians, we know that, okay, they are fasting. They may wish to reschedule appointments or testing and that kind of thing. They may have to take their medications at different times of the day, when they're not fasting. And some of them, they may want to fast. Like some, like I said before, those who are ill or who have chronic illnesses, they don't have to fast, but they may wish to. So I think it's good to hear them out and say, let's see if it's possible, and just to lend them that ear. And sometimes it may be, sometimes it's not possible for them to fast. So basically, I guess one last thing I'd want to say is that if your turn does come up in Ramadan to get the COVID vaccine, please do get it because it does not invalidate the fast. You're still able to keep fasting and get the vaccine at at the same time. So that's about it. I guess that's what I wanted to end off with.
That sounds like a great message, and I'm hearing a lot of noise outside, so I'm hoping that doesn't transmit through to the video too well. Is there a traditional greeting?
We usually say Ramadan Mubarak, and then when it's over, we say Eid Mubarak. So it just means, that may this Ramadan be a source of blessings and that kind of thing.
Well, then to you and to everyone celebrating this year, Ramadan Mubarak.
Great. Thank you so much, Samantha.
Thank you. Be well.